During this video tutorial, we will be learning about coordinate entry and the three methods we will use in CAD class. So the first thing we'll do is we'll open up our box.com, and if you go to the number 4 topic documents file management procedures and then open up the tips sheet file, you will find this AutoCAD tip sheet. Now it says AutoCAD 2013, but that's okay, some things don't change. And if you look at the sheet, we're going to be concerned with absolute Cartesian coordinates, which you can see the number pair right there, 3 and 4. The 3 refers to the x, the 4 refers to the y. Then we have a relative Cartesian coordinate, and the relative coordinate always has the at symbol in front of it. At means last known point, or where you're currently at, followed by your x and y coordinate pair, 4 on the x, 2 on the y. Notice there's a comma between the coordinate pairs. And then our absolute polar coordinate, our relative polar coordinate, which again has the at symbol, the distance, the less than symbol, and then the angle of travel. We can refer back to this anytime. When we're using our relative polar coordinates, we also have to use our 360-degree circle icon here. Notice AutoCAD always starts at 0 and it moves in the counterclockwise fashion. So we'll minimize that. We'll open up AutoCAD and we'll go Start New Drawing. We'll wait for AutoCAD to load. While it's loading, the first thing we will do is we will create a square using absolute coordinates. Absolute coordinates are a number pair. It's a number common number. X is first, Y is second. Looks like it's just about done. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the line command, and I'm going to start my rectangle at 0, 0. Notice down at the command prompt, AutoCAD always asks you a question. So I'm going to type in 0, 0 and hit enter, and it snaps to that lower left corner right there. I want to make all of my rectangles 2 inches by 2 inches. So I'm going to enter 2, on the X and 0 on the Y, because I don't want to move vertically, I only want to move horizontally. There it is. Now I'm going to enter 2, 2. 2 on the X, 2 on the Y. And there it is. Then I'm going to travel in this direction. I'm going to go back to 0 on the X, 2 on the Y. And then I'm going to go 0, 0. So I just created that circle using absolute coordinates only. Now I'm going to get rid of the circle, and I'm going to go back to my line command, and now I'm going to use my relative coordinates. Relative coordinates are coordinates that use the at symbol. At symbol means my last known point. Now I have to enter an absolute coordinate to begin with because I have to start somewhere, and so I go 0, 0. And then I'm going to go at symbol, and I'm going to go from that point. I'm going to move 2 on the X, 0 on the Y. And there it is. And then from that point, I'm going to go at symbol. I'm going to move 0 on the X, 2 on the Y. And then I'm going to go at symbol. I'm going to move -2, 0. And then I can go at symbol, 0 on the X, -2 on the Y. Oh, did I get that wrong? Oh, I must have put something in wrong. So we'll go at symbol. We'll go 0 on the X, -2 on the Y. And there it is. Now you notice when we use the relative coordinate system, I had to use plus and minus to determine the direction of travel. Anytime you move away from 0, 0 or move away from home position, it's a positive number. Anytime you move back towards the home position on the X or the Y, it's a negative number. Alright, we'll erase that X. We'll go back to our tip sheet for a moment. Now we're going to talk about relative polar coordinates. Notice there the @ symbol, the distance, the less than, the angle. And the angles we will use they go from 0 to 360 in the counterclockwise fashion. So let's go back to AutoCAD. Let's go back to our line command. We have to start somewhere, so we'll go 0, 0. And then I'm going to go @ symbol. That means from my last known point, which is at my 0, 0, I want to go a distance of 2. Then I have to put the less than symbol, which is the shift comma. And if we look back at our tip sheet, we would find that 0 takes us straight to the right. So I'm going to type in 0. And there we go. Then I'm going to go @ symbol, 2, less than, and straight up is 90. And then I'm going to go @ symbol, 2, less than, and straight to the left is 180. Then I'm going to go @ symbol, 2, less than, and straight down is 270. And that concludes how we use both absolute, polar, and relative polar coordinates to draw in AutoCAD.